Hello, everyone, and welcome to our new attendee tonight. We've got Nancy joining us with the invitation from Dee Hendricks. So, welcome. I keep wanting to call you Star because that's what it's showing up on the Zoom.
It's
I'll change it to
wireless.
Nancy, and that way,
Yeah.
there we go. And I don't know if Dee told you, Nancy, that when you join our Monday night calls, you get us live and in person. So you not only enjoy the presentation, but it's a great place to ask questions. So always come with questions. My name is Kelly. I will be monitoring the chat. And then we have Julie and Andrea who are going to be Andrea. I did it again.
That's okay.
Who are
Okay.
going to be bringing you some juicy nuggets about wellness and sleep and emotions. So we will be letting other people in the room as they join us. But by joining us for the first time, Nancy, you have the option, or not option, you are eligible to win tonight's giveaway. And guess what? If you, as other people join, you might have a little competition here. So whoever's name is drawn at the end of the class, you win the prize for tonight by being a new attendee for our Monday night classes. And then the person who invited you also wins something from me.
Oh, okay.
So I love sending out gifts. So excited that you're here. And right now the odds are in your favor. Okay.
Okay. I'm the only one.
Well, we have got other people on the call, but you can only win on Monday nights as a newbie one time, as
Right.
a newbie. So when you come back on another Monday, and then
Uh-huh.
you invite your friends to join you, so they have a chance to win the newbie prize. And remember, if your friends win, you win too.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I'm going to play a short video and get us going here. Have you felt the shift that is happening in the world? People are tired, running on empty, searching for rest, and what they need is balance. They are overwhelmed, pulled by every direction, looking for answers, when what they need is clarity. They are disconnected from nature, from our bodies, from each other, chasing connection in all the wrong places, when what they need is belonging. More than ever, we are struggling with our health, not because we don't care, but because we don't know how. We have been taught to treat the symptoms, to silence the signals, masking the problem when what we need is to listen. Trapped in cycles when what we need is resolution. We call this normal, but deep down, we know it's not. This isn't how it has to be. People are searching, not for another quick fix, but for something real, something lasting, something true. They are questioning what they've been told, what they've been sold. They are listening, not to the noise, but to their own bodies. They are waking up, not to fear, but to possibility, not to restriction, but to freedom. Something is shifting. Quiet movement, barely heard, but deeply felt. Movements don't start with crowds. They start with a voice and a choice. They start with someone willing to share, to teach, to guide. Someone who knows that there's a better way. This is the wellness revolution, not a trend, not a fad, but a movement that will change lives. And it starts with you. And now we will turn it over to our ladies this evening. Andrea, you're up next first.
Oh, all right. Well, welcome everyone. I'm Andrea, and let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started. right, so again, welcome to everyone. And wellness, it doesn't have to feel hard. It starts with just listening, like really listening to our bodies. And so tonight, I'm going to walk us through the 8 most common ways our bodies whisper or even scream, "Hey, I need help." We will look at what creates dysfunction, and I'll show you a few simple, natural ways to start feeling better fast. There's no overwhelm, just foundational wellness. Okay. So I've been using holistic products now for about 6 years. And it has definitely been a life changer. And finding out and learning more about the importance of foundational wellness has really been a game changer for me. Since the new foundational wellness products came out, I've been using them and I've had some really good results, everywhere from a little weight loss to cholesterol numbers coming down. So just understanding how important the nutrition part is to everything else that we may be doing is definitely a game changer. So we're going to look at which areas of health do you want to improve. And before we dive in, I want you to take a peek at the screen and just let us know which area speaks to you right now. Is it your immune system, brain fog, sleep, your gut health? You could feel free to put the number that represents that area in the chat. All right, so I'm seeing knees. Okay, number 2. That seems to be a common one, number 2. All right, so we all have our starting points. This is your invitation to pick one and focus there first. So the number that you put in the chat, we're gonna, that could be your focal point for this evening. But I want you to understand that you do have choices. And this is one of my favorite this is one of my favorite mindset shifts in the wellness world. And when I say this I say it with a lot of love and respect for modern medicine. When you look at this visual, it shows 2 very different paths that we could take. One on the left, we've got what I call the modern or the mainstream approach. It's designed to manage symptoms, usually with synthetic drugs made in labs. Okay. Now, sometimes we do need that kind of care, and there's a time and a place for it. But there's things that, that we can do. It doesn't have to always be, a synthetic drug or anything like that. The issue with the modern approach is that it doesn't always address the root cause of what's going on in our bodies. So we get caught in that loop. We feel crummy. We're going to take something for that. Then we'll feel a little better. And then before you know it, the symptoms, they return. And it's a repeat cycle. And all the while, our needs remain unmet, unfortunately. So the result are side effects, more prescriptions, and a healthcare system spending over $6.5 trillion a year. And yet we are sicker more and more stressed than ever before. So we're going to look at the right side. And this is the natural approach. This path asks, why is the symptom there in the first place? You know, what is the root cause of what's going on in my body? It starts by supporting the body's actual needs with things like rest, nutrition, emotional healing, plant-based tools like essential oils. The natural approach, it doesn't suppress the signal, they support the system. And when you support the system, your body knows what to do. So it's not about, you know, choosing one or the other. It's about being empowered to ask, is this helping me to heal? Or is it just helping me to cope and get by? And that's why I really love essential oils and plant-based wellness, because they're gentle, they're effective, and they work with our bodies, not against it. In this next slide, we're going to look at when you talk about when you nourish your body's foundation, your body starts to heal itself. And I just want to pause here for a moment, because this line is really true. This is the heartbeat of everything that I believe in, and hopefully we all believe in when it comes to wellness. Your body isn't broken, it's brilliant. It's designed to repair, restore, and renew, but only if it has the building blocks it needs to do that job. So just think about your house. If the foundation is cracking or there's something missing, you could slap on all the paint on the walls you want, you know, but eventually the problems will show back up. And it's the same thing with our health. So many of us are focused on fixing the symptoms and we miss the deeper issue. And those issues are, one, are we sleeping well? You know, are we eating real food? And are we managing stress, hydrating, moving, connecting, breathing? That's what I mean by your foundation. And when you nourish that and those things, when you come back to the basics with living and loving attention, your body begins to do what it was created to do, and that's to heal. So it may not happen overnight, but the healing begins the moment you stop fighting your body and you start supporting it. And the best part is that you don't have to do it alone. All of us, we are here to help you figure out where to start and what your body needs most right now. So what causes disease in your body? Let's break that word apart for a moment. Dis-ease. It really means the absence of ease. So what causes the loss of ease in our body? Well, it's when something, either physical, emotional, environmental, even spiritual, disrupt the body's natural balance. It throws our systems out of sync. And I like to think of the body as this beautiful, complex orchestra. When everything is tuned and playing in harmony, we feel amazing. But when even one section goes off key, you can feel it. You know something is not right, something is going on. So that out of tune feeling, it may show up as brain fog or constant fatigue, stomach issues. It could be some pain or inflammation, low mood or anxiety, even trouble sleeping. So here's the thing, symptoms, they aren't bad, they're messengers. So it's messengers telling your body that, you know, something is off a little bit. And your body is wise, so it's saying, "Hey, something's off. Pay attention to me. You know, I need some assistance." And the good news about it is when we nourish the foundation, our sleep, our gut, our thoughts, our nutrition, our body, it starts to bring itself back in tune. It starts to heal. And we don't have to do it perfectly. We just have to have that intention. So let me say this gently. If you're feeling out of tune right now, you're not alone. Most people are, but this is your invitation to get curious, not critical. Your body isn't the enemy, it's your partner, and it's ready to work with you. So let's look at some of the weaknesses, and this could be one, could be your immune system. So we'll talk a little bit about the immune system. It's basically your body's military. It's the whole job. Its whole job is to protect you from invaders, and that's like viruses, bacteria, anything that doesn't belong. But when it's under constant attack, stress, poor sleep, not enough nutrients, it starts to wave its little white flag, and your body's message is here saying, I'm overwhelmed. I can't defend you the way I really want to. Okay. And that's important to hear because it's not just about the sniffles or catching, every cold. It's your body saying, hey, I'm trying my best here, but I need some backup. If your immune system feels like it's constantly on edge or it's never quite bouncing back, that's your signal. Something deeper is out of balance. Okay. Next, we're going to look at pain and inflammation. So whether it's an achy back, stiff joints, or that mysterious tension that won't go away, pain is never random. Your body message here is saying, there's fire inside of me. I need help cooling down. Inflammation is often at the root of that pain. And while it may start small, tired feet, tight neck or shoulders, over the time, it can grow if the fire isn't addressed. And pain is often the body's loudest cry. That's something deeper needs attention. It's not just about getting rid of the ache. It's about asking, why is this showing up in the first place? So if you've been, ignoring that daily discomfort or numbing it to push through just to get by, maybe it's time to get curious instead. All right, low energy and brain fog. Now, if you've been waking up tired, dragging throughout the day, struggling to focus, this might be for you. Low energy and brain fog, they aren't just about being lazy or just off, kind of out of sorts. They are survival signals. Your body's message here is saying, I'm trying to conserve energy because I don't feel safe or supported. So when you're running on empty, whether it's from poor sleep, you have blood sugar crashes or chronic stress, your body goes into an energy saving mode. And if your brain feels like a foggy windshield, it's time to look under the hood. Something deeper is asking for attention, not judgment, just a little support and nourishment. All right, metabolism is the next one. Now, this often gets talked about like it's just a weight issue, but it's so much more than that. Your metabolism is how your body uses energy. It's your fuel system. And if that system is out of whack from hormone imbalances, toxic buildup, or inconsistent eating, your body can shift into survival mode. And the body's message becomes, I don't trust that I'll get what I need, so I'm holding on to everything. And I mean, everything. It's like your body's clinging to every calorie, every ounce of energy, just in case, just in case it doesn't get what it needs. So if you're doing all of the right things, but you're still feeling stuck or sluggish, this might be the deeper layer for you to explore. So stress and anxiety, they are so common today that we almost treat them like a normal part of life, but they're not meant to be that way. Your body's message for stress and anxiety is saying, I've been in this fight or flight for way too long. Whether it's nervous system dysregulation, old trauma, or the constant go of modern life, your body might be stuck in a survival mode. And if you've ever been told that you're too sensitive, I want you to hear this. You are not broken. You are responding appropriately to a world that doesn't always feel safe. So the real question, it becomes, how can we help your body feel safe again? And that's where the healing begins. So your digestive system, let's talk about that gut, because this one is so often overlooked, but it affects everything. Your body's message here might be, I can't break down life or food the way I used to. There is bloating, indigestion, constipation, discomfort. These are just annoyances. There are signals that your digestive system is struggling, maybe from food intolerances, low stomach acid, or too much stress. There's the golden nugget. Your gut is your second brain. When your gut is off, everything is off. Your energy, your immunity, even your mood. So heal it, and everything else tends to fall into place more naturally. Oops. All right, so sleep. What creates dysfunction? Blue light at night, irregular sleep cycles, cortisol struggles, surges, overthinking, lack of evening wind down, and poor melatonin production. The next one is nutrition. And when we talk about nutrition, it's not in a diety, guilt-filled way, but it's in a fuel your life kind of way. Your body's message here for nutrition is, I need building blocks, not just fillers. When we eat processed foods, or if we skip meals, eat on autopilot, we're giving our body calories, but not the nourishment it is craving. So food can either fuel disease or it could fuel vitality. And we want it to fuel vitality. Every bite is either helping your body rebuild and restore, or it's leaving it running on fumes. And here's the good news, is that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to start paying attention. All right, so when you nourish your body's foundation, that's what we're going to look at now. We've touched a lot on from brain fog to belly bloating to sleepless nights. And here's the truth that ties everything all together. When you nourish your body's foundation, your body starts to heal itself. It's not about doing, like I say, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about coming back to the basics, your sleep, your digestion, your energy, your immune function, and asking yourself, what does my body need to feel safe? You know, what does my body need to feel supported and strong again? So now that we've looked at what might be off in the body, let's talk about how to gently bring it back into balance. These are what I call the 3 secrets of foundational wellness. And honestly, they've changed the game for me and for so many others. Secret number 1 is that you don't have to overhaul your whole life to feel better fast. And that's where VMG comes in. VMG stands for vitamins, minerals, and greens, plus essential oils. And it's a super clean, nutrient-rich green drink packed with vitamins, minerals, and whole food plant powders that your body actually can recognize and absorb. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's something I truly look forward to each morning. The 2-minute health boost, and that's what we're going to look at now. This is what I like to call the 2-minute health boost, the items here on the screen. Again, it's very simple, it's powerful, and it's designed to support the 4 systems that, you know, most people struggle with. That's energy, gut health, brain clarity, and inflammation. So let me walk you through the powerhouse lineup. Starting with the morning green drink obsession that I have, and I think a lot of other people have also, and that's the VMG Plus. This little packet looks simple, but don't let that fool you. It's packed with over 90 powerful nutrients designed to support your entire body. And what makes it different is 2 words that matter way more than most people realize. Bioavailability, that means that's how much your body can actually use, and bioretention, that's how long your body keeps those nutrients and your body continues benefiting from them. So VMG is 4 to 6 times more absorbable than most supplements out there in the marketplace. And after 8 hours, your body is still retaining 91% of it. So that's huge. That's very huge. Most vitamins barely stick around at all, you know, a couple of hours or so. You're also getting the methylated B vitamins, which means your body doesn't have to work to convert them. They're all ready to go. So no more yellow pea. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it doesn't spike your blood sugar, and it tastes like pineapple mango sunshine. It's really delicious. Oh, and it's also perfect for habit stacking. I take it first thing in the morning with water while I do some gratitude. I also add my advantage to it, and my body and soul is nourished in one go, in one drink. So if you're looking for one easy way to feel more energized, more focused, and less foggy, this is it. The VMG is it. Now let's talk about something that impacts your brain, your heart, your mood, your hormones, and even your joints, and that's our omega-3. Most omega supplements on the market only give you about 300 milligrams of the good stuff, but EMG Omega, but the E Omega Plus delivers 900 milligrams, and it's blended with wild orange essential oil, which doesn't just make it more pleasant, it actually makes it more effective. So in a 6-week study, 100% of participants saw significant improvements. It lowered their diastolic blood pressure by 6 points in 6 weeks, and it helped lower resting heart rates by 4 beats per minute. So now you may be thinking, so what does that mean? Well, 4 beats per minute equals 6,000 fewer beats every day. 2 million fewer beats per year, and that's 164 million fewer heartbeats over your lifetime. That's less wear and tear on your heart and a whole lot more ease on your body. Plus, the omega-3s are crucial for brain clarity, emotional health, and inflammation support. So if you're feeling foggy, anxious, or stiff, this is one of those little things that can make a big difference and impact. All right, now let's talk about our gut health, because here's the truth. If your gut isn't happy, nothing else in your body will be either. And that's where the PB Restore comes in. Think of it like a beautiful garden for your gut. Prebiotics are the fertilizer. They prepare the soil, making your gut the perfect home for good bacteria to grow. Then the probiotics, they are the seeds. They're the live, active cultures that help those good bacteria flourish. And then you have postbiotics, and they are the harvest. They're the part of your body that actually uses to reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and boost immunity. So there's the secret sauce, and it's called phages. And these are the gardeners. They hunt down and clear out harmful bacteria so the good stuff can thrive. And most good products don't include these at all, but PB Restore does. And here's why that matters. It matters because 90% of your serotonin, your feel-good hormone, is made in your gut. And 70 to 80% of your immune system lives in your gut. So, if you're dealing with fatigue or brain fog, mood dips, or even joint pain, your gut may be calling out for a little TLC. And the PB Restore is going to give you everything it needs to grow strong, balanced, and resilient. And honestly, it's one of the most important habits I've added to my wellness routine. I never knew what probiotics was all about until I started using the Foundational Wellness. All right, now there's a little bottle, the peppermint essential oil. It gives a natural invigorating boost. And this little bottle packs a big punch. Just one drop is so powerful. It's actually equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So that's like a rocket fuel for your brain and your body. The peppermint oil, it's cooling, it's refreshing, it's energizing, and it's amazing for boosting your focus, soothing tension, helping your digestive tract. It helps to cool your body naturally. And the best part, when you order the Wellness Made Simple bundle, you'll get a free bottle of the peppermint oil to kickstart your routine. It's our gift to help you feel more awake, more alert, and supported from day one. And even better, when you stick with the Wellness Made Simple plan month after month, doTERRA will keep surprising you with a free essential oil every month. And that's to help you with other wellness needs like maybe sleep or stress, immunity, and even more. So it's like getting a monthly what's your body needs next gift in the mail, because taking care of yourself should feel good and not be overwhelming. So the 2-minute health boost, it's easy. It's as easy as rip, sip, and drip. So you may be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually do this every day without overhauling my life? Well, we got you on that. We got you covered. This is what we call the 2-minute health boost. And it's literally as easy, like I said, as the rip, sip, and drip. So the first step is to rip. You're going to rip open the VMG packet, pour it in water. I like cold water. You're going to shake it up and you're going to drink it. And this is your whole food vitamin, minerals, and green combo. You're giving your body a great yes in 30 seconds flat. And then the second step is the sip. So while you sip your greens, you're going to take your E Omega Plus. You're going to take 3 of those, and they are soft gels. And you're going to take 1 PB Restore capsule. These go to work on your brain, your heart, and your gut, your 3 powerhouse systems. And then the third step is to use 1 to 2 drops of peppermint oil, either inhale from your hand or pop a drop on the back of your neck or place it on the roof of your mouth, and boom, instant clarity, energy, and focus. And just like that, in about 2 minutes, you're boosted your mood, you're supported your brain, your heart, and your gut, and told your body, I've got your back today. That's the rhythm of foundational wellness. It's not complicated, it's consistent, and it's designed to help you feel better, feel naturally, fast, and in a way that sticks. So let's talk about affordability. By now, you see how powerful just a few simple changes can be, right? But here's the cool part. What I've shared today is just the beginning. Over the last 15 plus years, the scientists and doctors at doTERRA have been quietly creating an entire lifestyle line, more than 300 natural, safe, and effective products to support your health from every angle. I'm talking about non-toxic cleaning products because what touches your skin matters. Spa-worthy body care and skin care, natural sleep and stress support. There's gut health, digestive enzymes, and hormone support. We also have toothpaste, mouthwash, deodorant. There's a baby care line and mineral-based sunscreen. Beauty, energy, pain relief, even protein powder. So they've been busy. And the best part, these products are affordable and often replace what you've already been buying, but with better results and better peace of mind. So if you're like me and you want to slowly ditch the toxic stuff in your home for options that are actually good for you, doTERRA makes it very easy. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just start somewhere, and then you just keep going, one swap at a time. So what is the value of your health? Let's bring it home. You've just learned how to support your immune system, how to calm inflammation, clear the brain fog, strengthen your gut, and even more things using simple, natural tools that were designed to help your body do what it was always meant to do, and that's heal itself. So now I ask you again, what is the value of your health? Because here's what I believe. Your health isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of everything else you love. If you're ready to take the next step, it's easy. Just get in touch with the person who invited you here today. They'll help you create your own doTERRA account so you can get started on your wellness journey with guidance, support, and maybe even a surprise oil or two along the way. We'll make it simple, we'll make it doable, and we'll do it together. So before we wrap up, I want to ask, are there any questions?
I don't see any questions in the chat. I just wanted to welcome Alicia Bell, who I believe was invited by Julie Ramirez. Welcome.
All right, well, we are here to support you. And so it's this amazing wellness community that you're now a part of. Okay. If there are no questions, I will turn it over to Kelly. Let me stop sharing.
Thank you very much. And we are actually going to turn it over to Julie. She's going to continue on. And I just want to let Alicia, I want to let you know that Nancy got some competition now. Nancy and Alicia, you're both here for the first time, a first-time attendee. So you're both going to be in tonight's drawing where when your name is chosen on the spinner wheel, you win a prize from me and also the person who invited you. So good luck, ladies. Now I'll turn it over to Julie.
So cute.
I forgot to unmute before sharing. Okay, ladies, we are here and we're going to get this ball rolling, so to speak. While I'm putting up the slide, I ask I ask you, what is your challenge, the biggest current challenge is stress right now. In my case, as you can see, I'm going through this right now, but okay, what is the biggest challenge that you're having right now? Is it stress? Is it sleep? Or is it emotions? And in the chat, you can go ahead and answer that. And what we're going to do is just go ahead and dive into some of them. But before we do, let me just tell you who I am. And my name is Julie Ramirez. I proudly wear, as many of other women do, the hat of a supermom. And what is a supermom? Well, she's a woman who is always taking care of everyone else with little time for herself. So my identity also includes the fact that I am a wife to a wonderful man, Robert, for over 40 years, or 41 this year. And I'm a mother of 3 boys who are now men. I'm a grandma of 4 grandsons. The youngest one I get to babysit weekly. I was a corporate employee, now retired, and that's thanks to doTERRA, which I have been associated with since 2014. So I transformed my well-being and financial future through that. And it is possible for you as well. And because, family balance has always been key for me, I learned to manage this chaos with love and resilience. So that's represented here by the sunflower, also known as my business, Girasol Essentials, which is where I got the name from. Girasol is sunflower in Spanish. And I am so happy that I get to partner with these wonderful products of doTERRA. As you just heard about our VMG, our foundational wellness package. We have so many things that we can attribute to doTERRA's, to connecting with doTERRA, because through them, I was opened up to a more passion line of work, so to speak. I've gotten trainings and certifications as an emotions mentor, coach, and I get to help these super moms take, so to speak, a time for themselves, get a time out. You get a time out here. So on that note, let's take a second and just check in on how we feel right now. Okay. Feelings. How are you feeling today? Have you ever felt what we call overwhelmed or drained or actually emotionally out of control? Well, stress, poor sleep, and emotional instability disrupts our health. That's a fact. Chronic stress affects our mental and physical health. Lack of sleep disrupts emotional regulation. Our nutrition, as we saw, and our self-care, those are the keys to a well-being person, right? To having well-being. So we get to support our body with what it really needs. And that is where nutrition and these natural products come in. But it's okay to feel your feelings. That's the first thing we want to understand. So that being said, if we understand that our emotions are energy in motion, you get to ask yourself then, where am I directing my vibration, my energy today? It's okay to feel your feelings. We know that we don't want to bottle them up, as it shows here, right? We want to embrace them and allow yourself to feel the spectrum of emotions. Have you ever watched that movie, The Inside Out? It's an awesome movie and I highly recommend it. And because our emotions are automatic, they're instinctive responses of things that arise in the moment. So again, our emotions are energy in motion. They will arise automatically in response to life's events. So when you feel fear, joy, anger, those things develop as we interpret and process these emotions over time. And that's where, we get those emotions of insecurity, or we want to love somebody, or we feel guilty. So recognizing both and actually learning how to recognize them, right? So our emotions come first and the feelings follow. When we recognize those things, we're becoming aware of them. Which helps us express and manage our responses in a healthy way. So suppressing our emotions, that's not going to be good for you. It's going to actually lead to feeling more stress when you suppress, right? It creates this internal stress, it's going to surface, whether you want to believe it or not, it's going to surface physically later on. And I love this book called Feelings Buried Never Die. It's a really great resource if you ever want to look into it. It's by Carol. Oh my goodness, I just went blank on her name. Carol Trueman. Carol Trueman. It's Boyd Truman's mother. She wrote that book, Feelings Buried Never Die. So remember, acknowledging and expressing and understanding and directing our emotions, that's going to allow us to heal and to grow. And that right there, my dear, is empowering, or what I like to say, emotional intelligence. So what am I really feeling and why? Ask yourself that when these strong emotions come up. We get it, right? But you got to pause, feel the emotion and ask yourself, what am I really feeling, and the why? So remember, that emotion is going to reprogram the brain and our body. So essential oils, yay, they amplify that process. That's why we are blessed to have these tools and to reach and manage our stress. And like we say, breathe and exhale, right? So take it in and exhale. And that's really good to know. So I'm going to show you a meter here that you'd probably be surprised to understand. Feelings meter. Let's find out what each feeling looks like and what you can do about it. So emotions, like colors, right? They're going to give us the cues about our inner state. So think of emotions like that thermometer, right? They give us information about what's happening inside. The goal here, though, is not to judge it, but to observe it and understand it. So you guys probably understand when we feel angry or feel frustrated, there's a saying, he's seeing red, right? It's red. You're seeing red. It's an intense and heated moment in our systems, in our bodies. When you're feeling worried, tired, or sad, you may feel a little duller, right? The heavier tones, they're slowing us down. And then when you're feeling calm, or, and you shift to the calm energy, that becomes lighter. It's like the blue, right? The soothing blue that we understand, or like looking at the blue skies, right? Understand that feeling. And then when you're ready to learn, which is what I'm hoping you are tonight, it's an energy of brighter, lighter colors, right? You're in an open state, and it's showing that you're ready to learn, you're engaged. So wherever you are in the meter, remember, our emotions are temporary, and you have that power to shift them. That's why having doTERRA's essential oils is so beneficial. They work with our bodies to naturally support our emotional balance and also help you make that shift. So that aroma, right, is going to come through, and it's going to connect the chemistry of the oil, the energy of that plant, right, or tree or flower, where we get the oils from. That energy is going to interject in our systems. Our head, we smell it, no filter through the nose when we're inhaling that aroma, goes straight to the brain and shifts and breaks and chops up those, negative emotions, so to speak. But I want you to understand that having negative emotions, if you want to call it that, feeling angry, feeling frustrated, it's okay. But don't live there, right? Don't live in that energy, because that's where we get sick. Again, the stuckness. At this point, I would have loved to have stopped sharing and do a quick 4x4 breathing to exercise, what I like to call box breathing. But let me just tell you what it is, and you can try it yourselves. You inhale for 4 seconds. Have that oil. Oh, I forgot to say, have an oil in your palm. Put a drop of oil. I know my girlfriend here, Alicia, she loves hyssop. And we looked up what that energy is, and there's a reason why she loves that oil so much. Have that drop of oil on your hand. Inhale it for 4 seconds. Hold that inhale for 4 seconds. Release or exhale that breath, and do nothing for 4 seconds. So it's a 4-4-4. Four things, right? Inhale, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, do nothing. And if you could do it 4 times as a cycle, you really got the box breathing down pat. It's a technique that is free, first of all, and it's so powerful that you're not even going to realize how our body will release the tension or the stress and that extra carbon dioxide that comes into our system. And it talks, Andrea talked about the heart rate slows down when we have those omegas. Well, this will also help slow down your heart rate. And then it's going to send these great relaxing messages to our brain. Our stress hormones like cortisol, that's going to decrease. And we're going to pause for nothing by resetting and grounding. So that stillness allows our nervous system to reset. And then you get to do it all over again, that breath. So help train your body to handle stress in a controlled and balanced way. And this is going to reinforce that stability on our emotions. And then on the inner part, it's going to bring a sense of peace. So that would have been something I like to do with you. But again, I ask you to not take it lightly, what a simple exercise like breathing can do. So we talked about this already. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I'm going to back up what Andrea said. The fuel that comes into our bodies through nutrition and supplements directly affects our ability to manage stress, sleep well, and maintain our emotional stability. So look at the pyramid, right? Nutrition and digestion is our baseline. That's our foundation. Movement and metabolism, we've heard that many of times. You got to move the body. I'm not saying go out and join a gym and get exercise, but move your body, get out for a walk. Put music on, like that's what I tend to do, put music on and dance, and helps our metabolism. And then this is my specialty, the rest and manage stress. So it's that's the base of our health system. And when it comes to health and stress, sleep, stress, and emotions. Now here, I'm presenting, if you want to get calm in the midst of chaos, ask yourself, how do you handle stress right now? Just ask yourself. You don't need to tell me. If you want to put it in the chat, that'd be nice. You can't see the chat right now, but I can look it over, or Kelly can read it for us. But how do you handle stress right now? Do you tend to, go to alcohol, example, or go into a quiet corner and don't want to be bothered by anybody? Whatever you're doing, what would you like to do to improve that? So we know that what happens during our stress time, cortisol, our nervous system, it's on overload. Well, the adaptive capsules, that's your daily support to stay calm without feeling the sedation. You don't feel sedated. This is our chill pill. And it came out at the right time in 2019. And we all know what happened in 2020. We could not have had this system at a better time for so many reasons, right? But it regulates our stress responses. And when you think about how you handle your stress right now and what you want to do, then this is definitely the solution I highly recommend. And I know a lot of us here already use this. We use it in the stressful times. And it's, again, it doesn't sedate you. And I'm not saying that, like she said earlier, with respect to pharmaceuticals, if you are on pharmaceutical meds, for emotional support, stay on it. But introduce to your doctor. Mention it to him. There's a system I like to try, and it does this. Why? Because the Calming Blend capsules, they have the ingredients, the botanical ingredients, and essential oils that are helping us manage the effects of the stress and our anxious feelings. And then we pair that with the blend, with the soothing aroma of the adaptive oil blend. And I love that we have a roller you can carry with you in your purse, or you can use the oil in your diffuser, which is what I had on today, to keep me calm while I do this presentation with you. So our next slide is just going to show you the tools that doTERRA has given us. Single oils. A lot of us, when we think of lavender, right, we think of lavender as the calming oil, the one that's going to help you get, promote your sleep. It is that, and it's a lot more. But we know that it's definitely used for those moments, right? And when you think of even on a physical level, if you were to get a sunburn, or if you were to get burned, because you were cooking, having lavender in your kitchen is going to be awesome, because you get to relieve, reduce that, it's going to calm it down, right? So it's physical level as well as an emotional level. Frankincense is the king of oils. He is a freebie this month. If you have your rewards orders, and by the 15th, you got him at a 5 ml. Bergamot is our uplifting yet calming oil. This oil, I actually learned a lot from a doctor whose focuses on the brain. Bergamot on your thumb, put a drop on your thumb, and put that thumb on the roof of your mouth. It's going to go straight to break the barrier to your brain, and it's going to help ease your anxious thoughts. Ylang ylang is great, especially for hormonal stuff, but it's a mood balancing. Cedarwood, the oils listed here, you can read it. Vetiver, Roman chamomile. Actually, if you took the personality test on what kind of a leader you are, I was Roman chamomile. I'm actually a comforter. I found that to be surprising. But Roman chamomile supports soothing and inner peace and helps you with the sleep. Wild orange was my first oil when I joined doTERRA. That was the experience that I had. When I first smelled that oil, it took me to the orchards in Florida, and I was physically here in Virginia. Clary sage is definitely a hormonal one, but we want to have that as in our toolbox, as well as sandalwood. Sandalwood was one of my favorite oils when it came to having the manly scent. Right? I just love that aroma. It's just so really good, and it just made me feel protected. And then we got the blends, right? We talked about adaptive balance. Balance is our grounding blend, and she or he, whatever you want to call him, is the one that we recommend daily. You wake up, you brush your teeth, and you put the Balance on your big toe, on your feet, the bottom of your feet, because it's going to stabilize you. It's going to get you started for the day, and it's going to ground you, just as if you were walking barefoot in the grass or on the beach. If you ever think about those moments when you're out in nature, this is exactly what Balance does. Serenity is our sleep, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. Citrus bliss, peace, cheer, forgive, console. Well, from peace to console, those part of our aroma, our emotional aromatherapy kit, and exactly that. They were created for that stuff. Citrus bliss is an invigorating oil because it has a lot of citruses in it, and it's just wonderful. I'm sorry I'm going so fast, but time caught up to us. So sleep support. Yes, we need a nighttime routine, ladies. What time is your bedtime? 30 minutes before that bedtime. If you know you got to get up at 7, what's it, you can do the math. You need 7 to 8 hours as an adult. But to get a good night's sleep, did you know how many of you manage your stress and emotions during the day? And if you do that, did you know that directly affects the quality of the sleep at night? So if you kept that cortisol level high all day and you didn't use the tools that we just recommended, you are going to struggle with sleep because your cortisol is still on overload. So when our stress levels stay high, your body produces that cortisol and is going to keep you in that alertness, and it's going to make it hard to relax. Even the blue light on your screen, so TVs and phones and tablets, we need to turn them off and create a nighttime routine. 30 minutes before, we're going to recommend you swipe that bar, the Serenity bar on your feet, take a capsule or 2, and start getting that aromatherapy ready in your diffuser to help you get a restful state of sleep. And not only restful, restorative. And I think that's more important than actually sleeping, just falling asleep, right? You want to go into a deep sleep. So this system provides the solutions to help you unwind and fall asleep faster, but it's also going to help you get deep sleep, which is when our body is what? Repairing. When we sleep good, our body has a chance to repair. And when we use products like this that are naturally in our system to get a good night's sleep, it's just going to help you do more repairing. So again, aromatherapy in the nighttime is great. And we just need to understand that getting a good night's sleep, it doesn't make you wake up groggy when you use this system, the sleep support system, but it does help you get repair. And if you understand what statistics are when it comes to our sleeping habits, the lifestyle we have today doesn't give us a chance to sleep, and we're in a terrible state of mind during the day. But then during the day, we got more stress, so we're just adding to that cortisol, just really taking over. So remember, the Serenity capsules will not do what other over-the-counter kind of stuff does that makes you feel groggy. Now, going to that emotional kit, the emotional aromatherapy kit, these oils were created to influence the chemistry in our brain and to help us with the way we react when we're in an emotional state. So the beautiful titles pretty much speak for themselves. We understand that passion, right, is a beautiful oil, is gonna create this feel of, I want to do it, right? Oh, I want this, and just think about all that. We talked about peace. We talked about forgive. Forgive is our renewing blend. But when you think about renewing, you're letting go of junk and you're renewing, right? So forgive is a great title. It's not necessarily only needed when you need to forgive somebody. You got to forgive yourself first and take care of you. And then console is awesome when, especially moments when we lost have lost someone, and in different ways, not only by death. And it just helps us get through those sad times. Cheer speaks for itself, motivate as well. So we've got a great kit that doTERRA has given us. We're grateful for that. If you want to take a screenshot of this, these are some diffuser recipes created. And so it's just stress-free focus, let it go, deep sleep relaxation, on emotional reset, calm and grounded, and happy and uplifted. So really, really nice blends there. And when you see the reasons those oils are in there, you can individually see why they will be part of these diffuser blends. And I'll end it by saying, when we have small changes, we're going to get big results. So a simple routine for emotional wellness is morning, get your citrus bliss or your adaptive oil or wild orange. That's going to give you clarity and it's going to give you energy. Oh, and I didn't realize that I didn't change my word energy, and he has this energy. And then my afternoon, and the afternoon is when you're settled in whatever you're doing, and then you get the stressors, right? Chill out, take that adaptive capsule, 1 or 2 a day is fine. And PB Assist, why? Because that's also going to help you with the brain-gut connection, right? So the PB Restore is our PB Assist is the little pixie sticks, I like to call them. And that's just giving you some good bacteria in your gut, because there's the brain and gut connection, and we want to keep calm, especially when we're under stress. And then the nighttime routine, create that environment with Serenity capsules, lavender, or whatever oil works for you. So we definitely highly recommend to do those small changes and big results. So if you feel angry, what can you do? Take some deep breaths, count to 10 slowly, and use the statement, I feel, and acknowledge it, right? We want to acknowledge those emotions and then ask ourselves, why am I feeling this? And then squeeze, you can also squeeze a stress ball. I used to have one on my desk when I did the 9 to 5. So to there, that's what I have on stress, sleep, and emotions.
Thank you, Julie. And I have one more video to share. If you want to go ahead and stop screening, and you know what I'm trying to say. There we go. Thanks for hanging in. I know we went over just a few minutes, but I am excited of who's going to win the prize. Will it be Nancy or will it be Alicia? Before we get to the giveaway, I want to share one more video, but I want you all to think of something. The video is going to show you why we love our products so much, in the sense that when you're thinking about purchasing your products, think of any place that you go to, maybe your favorite store. So imagine going into your favorite store. I really want this, or I really need this, right? We've all had those questions tossed around in our head, but then you look at the price and go, you know what? I'm just going to pay that full price. I don't care. I got to have it, right? Or what about when you go into your favorite store and you're like, oh wait, that's what I want. That's what I need. It's on sale? What? 50% off? How many of you just got excited, right? You're thinking of your favorite store. Well, what if your favorite store said, well, we want to be able to give you, how about you can get your product free? Would that be better? Right? Or free with cash back. Okay, so in the chat, I want you to put, how do you think of your favorite store, your product? If you like to pay full price, it doesn't matter, you put a 1. If you like the sound of half price, put a 2. If you like the sound of free, put a 3. And if you like the sound of free with cash back, put a 4. And you can put more than 1. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video.
This might sound crazy, but 85% of people are unhappy with their jobs. It's easy to see why. Maybe you don't like having a boss. Maybe you're not paid what you're worth. Maybe you feel like you spend more time at the office than anywhere else. Maybe you feel like the work you do doesn't have the impact you see for yourself. There's a way to break free from this daily grind and create a better life of success and purpose, driven by you. Building a business with doTERRA can check all these boxes and more. doTERRA started in 2008 with a mission to make the world a better place through powerful gifts of the earth. Since then, millions of customers have experienced the natural power and effectiveness of doTERRA's essential oils and other wellness products. 65% of those who purchase doTERRA products become return customers. This has created a broad and loyal customer base, as well as a recognized and trusted brand. Starting your own business with doTERRA doesn't require significant capital, specialized equipment, or office space. You decide how much time you want to put in, and the generous compensation plan can help you earn added income as you share. The best part is that you are in control of your success. You can design a path unique to you. Through sharing and educating others, you can earn bonuses, commission, and added income. By partnering with an established company, the guesswork of starting a new business is gone. The products, training, education, marketing, and customer service are all in place to support your success. Most importantly, you would join a company that believes in doing everything possible to create a better world. The products help customers take control of their health in a powerful and natural way. And as you build your business, you also help to create opportunities for hardworking farmers and harvesters in more than 47 countries. Each person along the supply chain is treated fairly. We strive to source the best and help the most in every community where we source our products. Think of the life you could create for yourself. Life of purpose on a path unique to you. Create the life you imagined by talking to the person who shared this video with you. doTERRA, pursue what's pure.
Okay. Everybody unmute. Let's hear some excitement of who's going to be the winner. Will it be Nancy or will it be Alicia? Who's feeling lucky? Okay, Nancy, she's waving.
I am. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there she goes. Okay.
Start video.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, hold on a second. I lost my little wheel. There we go. I found it. I heard that somebody had an aroma touch.
I did today.
Alicia, would you mind sharing with us what's an aroma touch? Is this your first one?
Yes, yes. I may not be able to describe it in terms of, what it is technically, but
No, you don't have to
felt-
be super technical. Just tell us how you feel, like
yeah, I
experience.
felt for me it was very therapeutic. I was in a car accident now 2 weeks ago. So I'm coming out of that. You have those body aches that are lingering from something like that. And, and you're stressed, right? I've been anxious, stressed. Every time I get in the car, I have this anxiety. So I think that's also leaning in towards the, probably tensing my muscles, just like, oh God, I don't want to get, you're just scared. And so I felt today with the aroma touch, the essential oils were so calming because again, my nervous system is really shaken up, from that accident. And then my body's just sore from the accident. So it combined both, and it really soothed my mind and kind of helped me feel better. And I did go home and take a nap.
Yeah, isn't that Julie did a great job. I had an aroma touch from Julie, so I totally feel that. And I know I love to give aroma touches as well, and it's common. I'll say, you got to pay attention to your body, and either you're going to want to take a nap, whether it's a short nap or a long nap. Just listen to your body. Or I've had people text me or call me and say, "What did you do to me? I went home and rearranged like my pantry." Like I had all this energy.
Do that too. I started clearing out the cabinet.
Yeah.
Moving around. I am doing that. So weird.
Oh, yeah. So definitely, if you're not familiar with the aroma touch technique, talk to the person who invited you tonight and have them tell you more. If they live local to you, tell them, hey, what's this aroma touch technique? I want to schedule a session. So it's definitely great. And you can also learn how to do the aroma touch technique on your own. We have an online training course that comes with all the oils that you need. It's only 8 oils. So it's something I'm truly passionate about. And so is Julie. And I don't know if anybody else is certified in AromaTouch that's on the call. But here we go. Who feels lucky? Spin, 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 spin. And the winner is Nancy.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Nancy. So
Thank
Sarah,
you.
you're the winner tonight. You're going to win a prize from me. And then Dee invited you to tonight's call. Sorry that she had to log off early. But I know she's going to be super excited to find out that you won, and she wins too. So the way this works, because I love to give away prizes, so you can return, and we invite you to return for following Mondays because there's always a different topic. But this way you can bring your friends with you so that they get a chance to win the newbie prize. And then guess what? When they win, you get to win too. So many opportunities to win. But Nancy, would love to know, you were invited by Dee. Tell me, maybe, do you have a recent experience, or are you brand new to the oils? What drew you to coming to tonight's class?
Well, my sister is friends with Dee. I'm in New York.
Okay.
Dee and my sister are in South Carolina. And we were
Oh, are
just
you
talking.
Patty's sister?
I'm Patty's sister.
Oh,
Yes.
I met Patty before. Yeah.
Yeah. So just stuff is happening, and we just started talking. Patty had something with you put stuff on your feet, and then you just go into la la land, and I, I'm Dee just told me to, if you pardon the pun, plug you in and see what's going on, and we'll just look and see what's going on. So
I love it. I'm so glad that you decided to hang out with us today. And congratulations again on your big win.
thank you.
So we
What did
hope
I
to see
get?
you back here on the next Monday. Barbie is going to be one of our educators, and she has a lot of knowledge on, hormones. And wherever you are in life and whatever is going on, she's got some great tidbits to share with you. But thank you to Andrea and Julie for tonight's presentation, and thank you all for being here tonight. If you're not already on our Facebook page, we have a Healthy Connections Facebook page. And this is where it's like our hangout. It's our bulletin board. It's where everything is posted. So we always post the replays. So sometimes your Monday evening can get away from you and you miss the call. Just go to the Facebook page and you'll see the replay, and that way you can stay caught up. You won't be eligible for prizes on the replay, but at least you'll get the helpful information that you need. So we look forward to seeing you all back again
Very
next
good.
Monday.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Take care. Bye bye.